to work. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And they double up Edwards. To the paint. Williams misses. It's Fox with a drive. Can't connect from short range.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Here's Edwards. Hey, rejected by Capella. And again, no good by Miami.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 53 left in the first. Here's Edwards. Into the lane. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. Pass to Hunter. Outside. DiVincenzo. Now Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Capella's such a good roller after setting the screen. It's hard to defend him in the screen and roll.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Green with the ball. Still without a bucket. On the take. Outside Kuminga. Here's Pippen. Pass to Green. Goes back up. Again, Green missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Here's Batum. And that one is stuffed right through.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Green. Rebounded by Fox.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here. Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Pass to Pippen. Inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Miami out in front. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think about the Heat here?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And so it's Dallas with it. Trailing by 2. Horford. Well, Grant, the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. And both free throws good for Edwards. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Fox double team. Here's post. Fox feeling it out a bit. And here's Hunter for three. Drummond grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 3. That's tipped. It's stolen by Hunter. And here we go, the Heat fast break.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. He's off on the layup.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's post. The 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Edwards with it, and it's Trent picking him up. Edwards on the move. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
The kick to Hunter. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Batum outside. Fox outside. Pass to post. Launches it. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Edwards is doubled. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. 5 on the clock. Oh, a sensational slam by Ant.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Here's Fox. Pass to post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Post has got 5 points now this quarter.
Timeout, timeout.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
So both teams changing it up here. Here's Green. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And it's Miami with a rebound. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. And Capella gets it to go.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Outside Conley. Tipped away. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's DiVincenzo. And And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
DiVincenzo's got major bounce now. This kid is a big-time leaper. He can play at the rim and above it, too.
Pass to Capella. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
The kick out to Banchero. And it's off from three-point range.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Kuminga. Deflects the pass. The drive by DiVincenzo. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo putting on a show on that drive.
Here's Green. No made baskets yet.
And that's two awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
And Banchero gets it to go.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
And DiVincenzo comes to help. Outside Conley. Down low. Here's Kuminga. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That one on Banchero. Dallas shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Banchero uses his size down there.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Left side, Green. Outside Conley. Back to Green. Got it up. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Miami Heat up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Heat leading by 8. You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Pass to post. Here's the 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Anthony Edwards reins one in.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Miami leading by 7. DiVincenzo with it. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Pippen. Off target from outside.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
For 3. Batum's shot is off. And here's Dallas. Now here's Edwards. 17 points in the game. To the middle. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Pass to Hunter. Fox with the ball. Out to DiVincenzo. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox.
3 points.
DiVincenzo's got 10 points in the game.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. It's Monk on the wing. Yet to see a basket. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Fox. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
How about that swat by Drummond, using all of his height and bounce to deny the offense there.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Miami leading by 7. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Edwards can't get that one to fall. To the inside. Boom! Banchero!
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
And here's Edwards. 20 points for him. Footer. Rebound Miami.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
They grabbed their own miss. Banchero. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. .144 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Capella.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive and scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And he makes both free throws. Heat leading by 9. Smith outside. Outside for Bay. From deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Here's Pippen. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Pass to Banchero. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
Well, look at this. I mean, points off turnovers. So aggressive, forcing the other team to make mistakes, and it's really paid off.
Yeah, you know, the defense just hasn't been able to keep up with them in this one. The transition game as a result of good defense has been very strong.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He He has been a glass eater.
Edwards for three. Capella with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Trent. From outside the arc. Drummond grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 8. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks down the triple. Edwards has got 13 points in this quarter.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Both teams will make substitutions. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Fox. Pass to post. Now Fox. Back to DiVincenzo. And again, no good by Miami. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Heat leading by 5. And time for a short break.
43.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Conley with the ball for the Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Green. Now here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Good read from Green there, getting better at sensing when his teammates are wide open and need the ball.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Conley. Pass to Green. And here is Williams. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Batum outside. There's the three. Gets the three to fall. And the Heat lead by 6.
Batum is a great spot up threat. He's quick to get it off, and the stroke is pure.
Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Miami ball.
Miami leading by 6. Left side, DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo on the wing. Lets the three fly. Post shot, no good.
Sometimes it's just not your night. Fortunately, his teammates have picked up the slack.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Hunter on the wing. There's the triple. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Hunter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And DiVincenzo comes to help. Inside. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And there's the screen. Pass to Hunter. Here's post. Clock at 6. Here's Fox. Oh, Williams with the block. Mavericks trail by 9. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul so far.
Second team.
Miami making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Now Edwards. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Kuminga. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
Timeout, timeout.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Again, the Heat misses.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Pass to Edwards. Outside, Green. To the paint. The kick out to Edwards. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And DiVincenzo comes to help. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Shoots it from the high post. And it falls all over the rim and in. Green's got his first points of the game.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Banchero. Fox with the ball. The crossover. There's the drive. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Drummond with the jam.
Really a good decision turning to Drummond in this spot. Needing a big basket, and he goes and gets it.
Miami leading by 5. The kick to Hunter. And stolen by Edwards. Here's the break. .143 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Kuminga. Great D that time from Banchero. Fox with the ball. Drummond grabs the miss. And here's Edwards outside. Gets hauled in by the Heat. They've led by as many as 11. DiVincenzo on the wing. Pass to Hunter. From the arc. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks trail by 5. Here's Pippen. Now here's Edwards. Takes the 3. That shot off.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Pippen. Puts up a deep 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Fox, that's good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Edwards can't hit.
Mavericks foul. Pippen. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Fox up top. capitalizes off the crossover. And now it's a 9-point Heat lead. And so Miami takes the win. It ends up being a fairly easy